As COVID-19 continues its grip in our state, fewer people are traveling, no surprise. And that's impacting the state's tourism economy, hotels, restaurants, and rentals.
CBS 17's Colleen Quigley is live in downtown Raleigh. So, Colleen, here's the question everyone has been asking since March. When could we return to normal?
Yeah, Marius, well, experts say not until 2023, and a big part of that is because of business travelers. A big part of the revenue here was conventions and conferences, but with so much of our lives online, done virtually these days, it's really unclear what business travel is going to look like post-pandemic.
Besides Raleigh's food and music scene, business is also big business here. The manager at Marriott City Center says conferences at the nearby convention center were a large part of their revenue.
It would have been the middle of March, and that's when we experienced our first group cancellation. And then that obviously snowballed very quickly.
Without travelers during COVID-19, they've taken a massive hit.
At peak, we had 172 staff members fully employed, and right now we're right around 30 people. That's 140 plus people just here in this, in this one hotel that are struggling right now.
The state has lost $9 billion in visitor spending since March 1st, which means $300 million in tax revenue lost, according to a report this week from Visit and See.
How do we make up for that loss in funding? How does areas throughout the state, do they either cut the services or do you find another way to get those funds back?
Whit Tuttle, Visit and See's director, says leisure tourism, visiting the state's mountains and beaches, did get a really big boost this summer.
People wanting to get outdoors because of the pandemic really suits us well.
But without business travelers who spend a lot more than leisure ones, visitor spending is still down. And he says studies don't expect a full return to normal until 2023.
How many of those business trips will still happen, and how many of them will companies say, well, you can do some of that virtually?
Yeah, well, the answer to that is still unclear right now. One thing they are encouraging everyone to do, get outside, visit all those beautiful destinations, even into the winter months. He said going to the beach, not the same, but maybe go take a trip and explore looking at shells. He also suggests going to restaurants and shops and businesses that have taken the Count on Me NC pledge, which means they're following all COVID-19 safety protocol. Reporting live in Raleigh, Colleen Quigley, CBS 17 News.